Either you're using a D-ring or a square ring, measure out that area where the handle will go through. So for this square ring, it is 1 inch. So go ahead and measure yours. The width of the marco is 1.5 inches and the length is 21 inches. So the next thing to do now, I will divide the width of the marco, which is 1.5, into 2, just to get the center point. Now you can take the measurement again on the ring you'll be using. So mine is 1 inch. So I'll fold my tape roll into 2, the 1 inch into 2, and it's going to give me half an inch. So I'll be putting that half an inch on both sides of that center. So I'll be putting half an inch here and half an inch on the other side. So whatever the measurement is of your ring, divide it into 2 and put it on both sides. So when you take the measurement together, now taking the measurement together, I have 1 inch. What I'm doing now is that I'm pulling the lines up, and from the edge of the marco, I'll be going in by 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. You can use any thickness of marco you have around or you like, but this is what I use most of the time. Now after taking the 2.5 inches, I'll be making a curve right at the edge. Please note where I'm taking the curve from, just like that, and I'll go ahead to curve out the lines in between to meet the edge, just like this. Just make sure the curves you're drawing are the same. This is just what I'm trying to achieve, the curve. Then cut it out. If it's not looking the same, try to trim and adjust well so that they both look the same. Now trying to put it inside, can you see the way it enters well? So make sure you get the accurate measurement of where the handle is going to pass through, and it will be easy. Now where you've already cut out the pattern from, put it on the other edge and then trim out. Just put on the other edge, mark out the pattern on it and trim out, and do the same for the second handle. So this is what it looks like. What I'm doing now is gumming the marco to my lining, to my leather. So try to trim out the contours you have there so that it does not look bulky when you're trying to stitch. The reason I'm lighting that place up, the tips, is for the leather to press down well so that it's going to make my sewing very easy. Now I've gone ahead to do the second handle. So this is the handle going into my D-ring, but for the busting bag I'm using D-ring, and I've made my measurement. So this is how it's going to look. Now go ahead and sew on the machine from where the curve began. I'm done sewing and I'm cleaning off the oil I used on the leather to sew. So at this point you can use rivet to hold the handle down if you don't want to go through the stress of hand stitching, but for this particular bag I'll be hand stitching. So apply my gum on the inside first. Gum together. I've gone ahead to make holes where my needle will be passing through, and I've threaded my needle. I have 4 threads there. I'm using the same thread I used in sewing the bag. So that's what I'm using to sew now, and I'll be following the holes, the tiny holes I made on the handle. It's just to serve as a guide for me so that I'll know where my needle is passing through. So please look closely. You can also zoom in so that you get a good capture of what I'm doing here. Now when pulling out the thread, use your finger to adjust the thread very well so that the thread does not twist together. So try to adjust the thread very well and then follow. Just look closely. You can try this out on any leather you're not using and see how good you are before you go ahead and do this kind of stitch on a customer's bag. You can see the way I'll be using my finger now. Yes, just like that, to adjust the thread so that it does not twist together. Just take your time. At this point your fingertips might be hurting, but just have to go through with the process. That is if you'll be unstitching just like this. But if you don't want to go through this kind of stress, just use rivets, and that is all. Use your rivets to hold the handle together. Make sure your threading is not loose. When you're pulling the thread, just pull it a little firm, not too much, so that your thread does not eat deep inside your leather. Now that I'm done with the first round of stitches, you can see the other places that are not covered up with the thread. So I'll be going back again just to cover up those areas. This is actually very easy, but the problem here might be that your fingers will be hurting. But if this is what you want to do, then you just have to see it through. Now this is the last stitch. The stitches are now complete. So I'll cut out my thread now and tie very well. Cut out your thread and bone. So that is it about it. I've gone ahead to do the second side. This is the rivet I was talking about. If you don't want to unstitch, instead of unstitching, just put the hole right there to join both handles together, insert your rivet, and that is all. So this is what the bag look like. This is the end of the class. Thank you for staying true to this time. And if you like to learn this black bag, please let me know in the comment section. So please leave your comments, your questions, reviews and practicals. I will attend to them all. Thank you so much.